Notts County Talk, instant reaction to the news that David Mcgoldrick has left Notts County. The first instant reaction of the summer from us. You're going to get loads of videos throughout the summer, keep you up to date of our thoughts and through various other people on the channel. But it's the first bit of news this summer, and we kind of knew it was coming. He's rejected a contract offer and decided to leave Notts. It's unclear whether that will be it for his playing career or he'll go somewhere else. But first of all, before we discuss that, I mean, to see a player of his quality in League Two, let alone play for Notts, absolutely unbelievable. What a player. Came back to Notts, loved by the fans. You know, the goals he scored this season, Bradford away, the 2 at Swindon. Just an absolutely outstanding player. To still be doing that at his age was unbelievable. You heard him joke on Sky after the Bradford game that Williams never let him do that. Imagine if he'd been doing that for 2 seasons straight. We know he's got the quality. But the distance he ran every game, the way he controlled games, and I don't know if we saw it every game as a Notts fan, but most fans that played us this season, even at Meadow, I've had conversations with people where they said that David Mcgoldrick was the best player on the pitch and the best player in League Two. If you look at social media, you kind of knew this was coming. It had been a long time as well after the season, a couple of weeks. You heard Maynard before he was sacked saying that he very much had David Mcgoldrick in his thoughts for next season. Well, Maynard's gone and Didsy's now gone, hasn't he? It's a big blow. It's a really, really big blow for Notts from obviously a playing level, but also, you know, you lose a big personality like that, a big player like that. I did have this season, I had envisaged that he was going to do whatever it took to drag us over the line to promotion, kicking and screaming. And it didn't happen. I mean, he got injured tracking back in the 90th minute in that first leg where, if you look back at it, we should have been out of sight and probably able to take David Mcgoldrick off for someone else to just come and see the game out. But it didn't happen. I think he was frustrated at that game. He sprinted back, as he always did, giving 100% and got injured. And it's a really, really sad way for him to end his career where, at Notts anyway, where I thought he could have, you know, scored a winning goal at Wembley in that playoff. So I really did believe that. Outstanding player, and the opportunity to watch him for the past 2 years. Yes, last year, well, now it's 2 years ago. His first year back at Notts was, you know, not as good as last year, but wow, an unbelievable player. To have him at this level was fantastic. But I don't think it's as big a blow as some fans will think. Yes, he was incredible, but he was on a lot of money for our league. And we also don't know, to the best of my knowledge, whether that injury could have kept him out for the first couple of months of the season. Who knows? That injury could have kept him out even for the first 5 or 6 games. Then you're playing catch-up. Or even if it's pre-season, as a 37, 38-year-old, you're going to be playing catch-up for those opening few games. And it looks like Notts offered him a lot less than he was already on, which could come across in a couple of ways. A shrewd business move because, yes, you're taking the emotion out of it, but you've got a year older David Mcgoldrick who's, you know, knows he can get little niggles and injuries. But also, it could be seen as insulting. I mean, the guy's just put in an absolutely unbelievable season. Notts' best player last season by a country mile, consistently almost every single game. And you've offered him less, way less than he was on. I don't know what I would have done. I really, really don't know what I would have done. I think it depends on what we can do with the money from his wages. If they were as high as reported, you know, plus of 5,000 a week, you could get a couple of decent players in for that. But, you know, if we're really scrimping and saving and trying to cut every little bit, you know, to save money and be sustainable, as we say, I don't know. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of emotion in football, haven't you, and keep those players that want to do everything for the badge. I still think if you manage his minutes, it's funny to say after we've done that all season, but if you manage minutes correctly, next year you could have got 25 games out of him, at least, and a 25-game David Mcgoldrick would have been absolutely incredible. You know, don't play him in those double game weeks where you've got Tuesday matches, but just keep him for those crucial games. I think the thing is now, where's he going to go? MK Dons are going to be building a super team for this league, and people can laugh and say, well, last year, look how it worked out. Yeah, it didn't work out well at all, did it? But I mean, they kind of gave up with about 2-3 months to go. They've got Dan Crowley. They've got Mendes Lang, which played 43 championship or 43 championship games last year. There's a big rumour of Mcgoldrick. I'd be really, really disappointed if he went there. Massively disappointed. I think they'd have to be offering a lot for him to go there because I got the vibe that he wanted to finish his career at Notts. And I don't know how it's ended. I don't know if it's ended on a bit of a sour note. I don't know if there's so much speculation. Does he know, who the next manager's going to be? I don't know. Who knows why he's turned that offer down? But I'm probably going to say he probably feels like what he contributed last year and what he can give again has massively, massively sort of been thrown back in his face with that offer. That's all speculation. But next week he could be an MK Dons player. I think he could still do a job for someone in League One, as I say, on more limited minutes, or he could have retired. I don't know. I don't see Dave Mcgoldrick retiring yet. I think he had another year in him. In terms of all the other things like managerial, appointments and things, I think the fact we've got this Dave Mcgoldrick news means something's quite close. I think they may announce the two pretty close together. I don't think we usually announce too much at the weekend. But, are they going to balance out him going with some managerial news later today or tomorrow? I really, really don't know. But let me know what your thoughts are on the situation. Gutted to see him go, but I think if we're being smart with it, and time will tell at the end of the transfer window, what we've done with that money, who's going to be in charge of the squad that we've used that money for, I don't know. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts on it. For a personal level, gutting to see him go, but it could be a shrewd move. It might not. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel.